Hello world, I am Joniqua the Genie, children's book author, child abuse advocate, and a lot of you may know me as Peaches' godmother. You also may know me from this video.
Just so for the record, y'all putting her back in their custody.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can go up and do a petition.
I heard that. I can comprehend very well.
Or this video.
No, you should be here for her. No, I'm here for her. Exactly.
She's the child. She's the victim.
I was at the police station where her family threatened me, where CPS separated us, and Memphis Police Department tried to put me in jail on kidnapping charges. After this, she texted me multiple times and tried to come back home. Her family then told her that CPS called and said she will never be able to see me again and that I should be in jail. Then I went to Shelby County Juvenile Court and filed a 5-page petition to get custody of Peaches. I was told that the court date would be mailed 30 to 45 days after I filed the petition.
Thank you.
Give it 30 to 45 days for it to process, and then you'll be receiving a court date through the mail.
Okay, so I received a court date through the mail from 30 to 45 days.
It's been 30 to 45 days. I'm still waiting on a court date. I have a lot of evidence that supports my claims of abuse and negligence. I also have a parental relinquishment and custody agreement signed by her mother and her family. I also have statements and witnesses from her neighbors and school staff. But I need your help, and I cannot do this alone. I need help with legal fees to continue fighting for her. Right now, I am in a 1-bedroom apartment. I need at least a 2-bedroom apartment to prove myself as stable as possible for family court. Please donate here at joniquathegenie.com/donate. Also, her birthday is coming up. Her birthday is August 16th. She loves writing, she loves basketball, and she loves stuffed animals. Her P.O. box information is here. I still have a way of getting these items to her.
Do you see yourself in Peaches?
Yes, I do. I was that child that was abused, mistreated, and adults were around and saw it and didn't do anything. So that is why I stepped in. I tried to save her. When I saw her, I really saw her. I understood her. I empathized with her. I sympathized with her. And I did my best to protect her.
How do you feel now that you can't talk to Peaches?
Protect her.
How do you feel now that you can't talk to Peaches or see her right now?
I feel like a failure. I'm heartbroken. I'm sad. I struggle to get back to my normal life. I feel like I didn't deserve to live because she's out there suffering, still needing guidance, still needing support. This is not easy. A lot of people forget that I have feelings. I'm not a machine. I'm not a robot. This is not AI. I don't even have time to cry because I have to keep going. I have to be productive. And all I can do is trust God, keep faith, and put in the work.
Do you miss your niece? It's okay.
Want to take a second? Yes, I miss my niece. I just try not to think about it. I just try to. That's why I did all this. That's why I started my business. That's why I wrote this book. I wrote this book the night that I realized I would never see her again. I wrote this book for her and every brown girl that's like her.
I want to start by saying much love, respect, and appreciation to all of you guys who were there during the live stream when I covered the full totality, right? I gave you the very first video of her talking to CPS, and I gave you in another video, which is this one, the other two videos combined, which went over the reasons why she is doing this, and in a sense the struggle, and a lot of things that have come directly with it, along with other reflections of things that she has tried to do, and the reasons why she is taking the stance of advocacy, things of that nature. And I also, within that same live stream, specifically read directly off of the GoFundMe. And again, as stated before, I will have both of those links placed directly in the comment section, like I did for the very first video that I initially gave you guys. And if anybody would like to give money, even if it's $5, $5, $10 directly to the GoFundMe, in order to make sure that this woman has the money that she needs in order to fight whatever legal battles that she may have to face, or so that she can supply the young girl with a better, positive life, so that she does not have to live in any type of terror and fear, please do so. Please do so. Again, these are stories that I've covered before that I would normally cover, and I will cover these because these are things that need to get looked at beyond any and all of the things that I talk about here on this channel. This is one of the most important things. I would actually like to say that this technically is a top type of topic that I would actually rather talk about and have discussions about, and find solutions. And not only that, but also help out those that are doing the work, not just talking, but they're actually doing the work, like the lady that you were able to see in front of you, who is fighting tooth and nail, literally against the world, in order to get this young girl and to be able to provide her with love, with protection, with care, which is obviously something that she's not getting from her family. And again, as I stated before, you can't pick your family. You can't, and in a lot of instances, as stated before, a lot of people just should not have kids. Women like this, these are the ones that are mothers, right? These are the ones who are the nurturers and the protectors of children. They're not just innocents online bumping their gums talking about it. She's active. She's walking directly in those actions, right? She's fighting through way the court system. She's fighting the family. And I'm talking about everything legally, right? Fighting the family, fighting the court system, fighting, CPS, and calling everybody that needs to be called out, and holding everybody's feet to the flames that need to be held directly accountable for why it is that this young girl is able to go through this, which no child should have to ever face or go through at all. Again, this is ridiculous. And as I stated before in the live stream as well, that there are a lot of factors here as to why it is things like this are allowed. And you have those out there that are making money either on the front end, somewhere in the middle, or the back end, right? Again, anytime that you just so happen to hear these stories, always know that there's money involved, that there's something exchanging hands. Lives are exchanging hands, and money is exchanging hands. So, there's a problem across the board, and we need a lot of solutions. I'm talking about viable solutions that can be applied 100%, that can save these kids directly out there. She should not be the only person out here doing something like this. It shouldn't be only a few people out here doing something like this. Like I said, we got Sham, who was one of my moderators, and she has stated a variety of times how she is a advocate, and she has done quite a bit herself, and how difficult and how much of a uphill battle it is, right? How emotionally draining it is. How it seems like you are the only one, right? You literally have the whole world against you. It's a Herculean feat to get things done. And that lets you know that when you want to potentially do a good deed, You're trying to do something that is not selfish, something that is selfless, meaning that you are doing this for the benefit of somebody else, and you're not looking for nothing in return. You just want those people or that individual to, have a good life. You want them to be able to smile. You want them to be able to, feel safe, have some type of peace. But even with that, you have those out there that are working against you. You got the system out here that's working against you. You got the governments out here that's working against you. You got their lapdogs, aka the police, that are working against you. You got doctors and nurses in hospitals that are working against you. You got CPS that is working against you. You have your local political representatives that are working against you. What I mean by that is a lot of these entities that I've listed have not decided to come forward and say that they advocate for the safety, the protection, and love of kids, and that they are putting their hands up in order to vote for the most strictest of laws in order to protect these kids. They're not going to do it because, again, a lot of those areas, a lot of those entities make money. This is, again, why it's an uphill battle for this young woman to do the things that she is able to do. But then on top of that, you also have people out here that just don't care. The young girl's family does not care. Doesn't care. Like I said, if you go back and listen to the video, the CPS worker, who was a woman, decided to have the most ridiculous attitude. You could just hear, without even seeing her face, you can hear and just feel the attitude coming off of that woman. It was permeating. And I'm like, what is wrong with you to the extent of being in a situation like this, having a child that is literally stressing out, crying, because she is in fear of going back into the exact same house where things have already happened to her? What about that do you see and you think to yourself, oh, well, I don't care nothing about that. The important thing is we got that person out of the house. That is not the point. If the person was allowed in the house, that also means that there are more perpetrators in the house. You could take that one person out, but who are the persons or the people that allow that person to be there and to stay there for the longest time possible? That girl has been more than likely dealing with this since she was younger. Since I'm just going to sit and put it to the extent of since birth. And you got people out here in the family that are sitting up there, or that were at least at the time, protecting that person. They didn't sit up there and turn them in. The woman that you see directly in front of you, she's the reason why that uncle, that family member, because I didn't even want to use that word, she's the reason why that family member is locked up in prison right now. It ain't because of the family. It's because she spoke up for that girl. The family wasn't trying to speak up for that girl. And that's crazy. The main people that are supposed to have the best interest, the main people that are supposed to sit up there and look out, the main people that are supposed to care, supposed to protect, supposed to pass down knowledge, pass down value, pass down respect, they failed her every single step of the way. Everybody pretty much in that family failed her, except for this woman that you see directly in front of you. And the scariest part is that we only have so few people like this woman in front of you that's willing to go out on a limb to speak out about this, that's willing to go to social media, that's willing to actually take a stand. While, a lot of other people are just sitting there like sheep. Bye. They're just out there, just going to and from. Too many people are worried about, I don't want to sit up there and be embarrassed and, bring bad, what's the name, to my family's name. And this, they worried about all the wrong stuff. You're worried about selfish stuff. You're not worried about the best interest of that child. You're not worried about the best interest of other children. You're not worried about the best interest of those who are just now being conceived and who are soon enough going to be here in about 8 months. You're not worried about none of them. You're worried about yourself. And this is why I stated before, why situations and problems like this are able to arise, are consistent, are almost, dare I say, permanent. Because too many people are worried about self-interest and self-gains at the end of the day. And that's crazy. That is diabolical. I wish things could be better. I wish things would be better. But at the end of the day, here we are. These are problems and situations that have been going on for the longest time possible, for eons, way before I was even a thought anywhere in this universe, this problem was still here. And here we are in 2025. That's crazy. All the things that people want to fixate on and focus on, and here we are. And as I stated in a live stream, like, it's, the most irritating part is that this is something that literally touches and reaches everybody. This is at everybody's doorstep right now. Everybody's doorstep. But the problem is people would rather be so fixated and angry and yell from the rooftops about every other topic. People would rather write thesis papers and rap theories and conspiracies around everything else that really don't matter. But when it deals with stories and situations just like this, where the children actually need us, where they need guardians, they need protections, they need both protectors from the outside and the inside, people are no shows. And as stated before, videos like this will never see the light of reaching 40K people. That would be great. That would be great to see that, you started a platform and you got information out here that is important like this, and I was able to reach 40 to 100K people. That would be great. But I know that's a hope and a wish. And the reality of the situation is that it'll reach a few hundred, maybe potentially 1,000, maybe a few thousand. That's it, and that's pretty much where it stops. That's where the analytics stops. That's where the engagement dealing with comments and things like that stop. Like, it's really so few far and in between. Videos like this would never get 500, 1, 2 or whatever K people to pull up to the scene to really have this discussion, because a lot of people don't want to, because they're worried about how it's going to make them look, because things are going on in their family that they're not specifically taking care of. And if you have to go to the extent of dealing with it or looking at it like that, that lets you know that you're already on the wrong side, and that lets you know that you have never done enough at all. The moment in time that you have to second guess, basically trying to speak or trying to do something, you're on the wrong side. You've been doing the wrong things for the longest time possible. So again, as stated before, I would very much love it if people who have even made it through the video or any portion of the video would go donate directly to this cause. This is a very just cause. Like I said, 5, 10, 15, right? Ain't nobody saying you got to sit up there and pull up and try to give your whole life savings, but give something that is going to be able to help, and hopefully more people will add directly onto that. Again, that's my wish. If I could wish for anything, right, if we had the Dragon Balls here, I would very much wish for the love and safety in all children, to have the most healthiest and loved, protected life as a child. And I would wish for predators to no longer exist ever. I think that would be a good wish there. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.